Hi, Chris White here, founder of OllinNetworker.com. And one of the frequent questions I get from people is, Chris, what exactly is an all-in networker? It's a great question, and it's an answer that has a lot of power to really help you excel inside of your business, especially if this is your first year in network marketing. So I'll tell you what that is next. So what exactly is an all-in networker? Well, let's start out with the definition. All-in is spelled O-L-L-I-N. It means to move and to act now by following your path in life wholeheartedly. Now, an all-in networker is at least three things. The first thing is that an all-in networker is someone who takes decisive action. That's number one. Number two is that an all-in networker is somebody who always follows their own true path in life, nobody else's. That's number two. Number three is that an all-in networker is somebody who believes in themselves, right? Now, an all-in networker, besides those three things, is also somebody who understands that when they develop the skill and the ability to operate from their 7 core centers of personal power, that they literally become unstoppable. And so those 7 core centers of personal power include the following: mind power, DNA power, health and nutrition power, currency power, relational power, spiritual power, and what we call implementation power. When you operate from your 7 core centers of power, my friend, you literally become unstoppable inside of your business. Now, an all-in networker is also somebody who embodies deep character. An all-in networker has a lot of deep characteristic traits, but at the very least, an all-in networker represents 3 core values. The first core value of an all-in networker is that they value adventure. You see, an all-in networker understands that if they're going to get from where they are to where they want to be at the highest level, to live at a level of peak performance, to give the world everything they've got in a very valuable way, an all-in networker understands that that's going to require them to take an adventure. And so I just want to encourage you to consider that thought for a second. What exactly is an adventure? Right? Well, at the very least, an adventure should be fun. Right? You should be having fun on your adventure. If you're not having fun inside of your business, then it's possible you may be on the wrong path. And if you're on the wrong path, you're not following your true path in life. And if you're not following your true path in life, you can never do what you're doing wholeheartedly, which means you can't be all in. That's one side of living an adventure, is it's fun. The other side of taking an adventure, and this is important, is that an adventure always involves risk, right? There's always risk and fear involved in any adventure. So if you're experiencing fear in your business, just understand that's normal. That's to be expected. Embrace that. Don't let it control you or hold you back, but just understand, hey, this is just part of the adventure that I'm on. So that's the first core value of an all-in networker. The second core value of an all-in networker is that an all-in networker values endurance. An all-in networker is in it for the long haul. An all-in networker knows that if they're going to take this adventure to get from where they are to where they want to be, they're going to face adversity. They're going to face challenges. They're going to have to take risk, right? And on that adventure, they're going to have to exercise endurance, right? Because we all know there's no such thing as get rich quick. You've got to put in the time. You've got to pay the price, my friend. And that requires endurance. That's the second core value of an all-in networker. Now, the third core value of an all-in networker is that an all-in networker values peak performance. Now, what do we mean by peak performance? What we mean is that you are uniquely designed with a lot of value and skill set to give to the world. And so your challenge is to operate on a daily basis at levels of peak performance where you can give your best to the world day in and day out. And you know something, my friend? That takes practice. That takes the commitment and the courage to develop the skill set to consistently live inside of your business on a daily basis at levels of peak performance, right? But the first thing you have to do is you have to value that. You have to be in a position in your business where you say, I value the challenge of living my life at peak performance. Now, why is it important for you to hear this message from me, my friend? Because becoming an all-in networker, I would argue that is a worthy aim for you to pursue. I would argue that unless and until you make the decision to go all in inside of your business, until you make that decision to move and to act now by following your true path in life wholeheartedly, until you do that, you will struggle in your business. You'll wrestle with frustration. You'll wrestle with feelings of despair. You'll wrestle with not meeting expectations that you have in your life, right? You've got to go all in. So I would argue this is such a worthy aim for you to focus on inside of your business day in and day out. So the question arises often is, well, how do you know? How do you know if you're living all in inside of your business? Well, what I always tell people is I encourage you to have an all-in conversation with yourself. And how do you have an all-in conversation with yourself? Well, ask yourself two very important questions. Number one, am I experiencing the level of success that I have set out to experience inside of my business? That's question number one. And question number two is, am I living all in? Answer those two questions for yourself, my friend, and then be courageous enough to wrestle with the truth that those two questions provide you. And not only to wrestle with them, but then have the commitment to take action on moving forward on your one true path in life wholeheartedly. That is the way to become an all-in networker. Now, there's only one way I would argue that you're going to live your best out in the world, that you're going to get the best out of yourself inside of your business, and that you're going to get to experience all of the glory that you were uniquely designed to experience and offer to the world, and that is by simply making the decision to go all in. I hope you will. Now, let me just leave you with this. Let me just make this clear. The one challenge, my friend, that you're facing inside of your business, it's not a sales and marketing challenge. Your challenge is not a tech challenge. Your challenge is not a objection handling challenge. Your number one challenge inside of your business is the challenge to live your life at peak performance every single day so that consistently you can create results on demand. You solve that challenge, my friend, and everything else falls into place. Okay, I hope you have a great day. My name is Chris White, and I am all in. Are you?